Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guests this time are a new tag team in the North American Wrestling Alliance, Money and Power. Gentlemen.
New tag team, CJ. Give me a break. I wake up every morning. Get this mic up. I wake up every morning. I go to my desk. I do deals. I make trades. I make more money by noon than most of the NAWA fans make in their entire lifetime. So do you think that we're worried about, that I'm worried about AWOL or whoever else, the Golden Gladiators being bigger, more experienced than me? I've bought everything I've ever needed. I own everything I've ever wanted. And that's why we're going to buy our way to the top of the NAWA tag team division. And that's why I went out and I bought the hottest, biggest, most powerful free agent on the market, Mike Mon.
See, JP had the right idea because my family's always been wealthy, so I don't have to deal with the things like finding a job. I can focus entirely on what I'm going to do to the other tag teams in this division. And so when JP gave me the call, I saw an opportunity that we could get a little gold to go with our already gold ornaments, our gold houses, and my golden hair.
The only thing that goes better with a Ferragamo tie and Gucci loafers is a little bit of gold right around the waist.
Ladies and gentlemen, Money and Power bought their way to a victory last week. As you can see here, stuffing the $100 bills in the pockets of AWOL, and the rest was history as they just took care of the Rhapsody. And Redbeard, Money and Power got the win.
The Wall Street Fat Cat there, J.P. Lehman and Mike Mahon suddenly making an impact here in the tag team division, but doing so more almost with the cash in the pocket of Lehman than anything else, as they paid off AWOL to take out the Rhapsody and then more or less won the contest by virtue of that devastating double choke slam.
It makes you wonder what else can his money buy and the power get them here in NAWA. CJ Bentley standing by with Austin Jordan. We're going to take it to the back now.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is the A game, Austin Jordan. Austin, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, CJ. Good to be here.
People are saying that your last win over Lucky Ali was a fluke. How do you respond to that?
Look, CJ, I'm not naive. I know that Lucky Ali had his eyes on Little Donnie that night, but at the same time, the A game is not somebody you look over. I went to Morganton that night looking for a win, and I left with one. Bottom line.
And now we found out that you have an upcoming match against the undefeated Irish hand grenade, Myric Moore. What are your thoughts on Myric?
Me and Myric are no strangers. We fought. This fight has lasted all over South Carolina, all over North Carolina. And I understand Myric Moore is on a little winning streak here at NAWA. But I'm here to stamp my name as one of the top contenders here at NAWA. So Myric, I hope you brought your best. Because as always, I bring the A game.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from the A game, Austin Jordan. He's going to be taking on Myric Moore later on here in the episode. But right now, we've got a rematch of sorts as Golden Gladiator number 2 is going to be taking on Boogie, Mickey Richards again.
Now, wait a minute, Michael. We've established here the numbers of Golden Gladiators that exist. I want to point out something. He's wearing different color underpants than the guy we saw here a couple weeks ago.
Are those my underpants?
They're tidy whities, Stuart, but I don't see your name stitched on there. Oh,
Well,
look at that.
You know, Boogie Richards says with a numbers game, he can beat, without the cartel having the numbers advantage, he says he can beat everybody in the cartel one-on-one. Well, he's going to get his opportunity here this week, starting with the Golden Gladiator number 2. Last time we saw them, you know, Golden Gladiator 2 had a little assist from Chris Thunder Anderson. Here you go. Sunset flip. Rolls him
down.
up. Holy Christ, the match is over. Stuart, you're here too this week. What do you think?
Unbelievable. All Boogie Richards needed was an opportunity, and look at what happened.
Absolutely right, Stuart.
He says he can beat them all one-on-one, and he just proved it very quickly. CJ Bentley standing by with Axel Jaggers. Let's go to the back.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley with the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is up-and-comer Axel Jaggers. Axel, the championship committee has granted you a match with the television champion, Chris Thunder Anderson. What are your thoughts on that?
I think I'm very honored to have this opportunity to wrestle Chris Thunder Anderson for that TV title in the ring. Now, I respect him. He's won countless championships. He's wrestled countless legends in the business. But I think tonight, when I get him in that ring one-on-one, and I hit him with that belly-to-belly, I guarantee you I walk out tonight as the new TV champion.
Everything just sky high. Prices going off the ceiling. Let me tell you right now. But there's one thing that you can depend on. That's $5 wrestling. Wrestling so bad that it's good. Listen, this fabulous collection is all available on highspots.com. Take a look at it. It's the hottest ticket in town. And I'm going to tell you something. You'll get your money's worth and more out of this. And I got my main man here, the one-man game.
Hey, Slick! $5 for this? Are you kidding me? $5 for wrestling! I cannot believe it! The one-man gang holding $5 DVD!
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest at this time is part of the cartel, and he is the NAWA television heavyweight champion, Chris Thunder Anderson. Chris, you have an upcoming match against Axel Jaggers.
CJ, Axel Jaggers has been granted a title shot for this TV belt. Axel Jaggers, you got 10 minutes to get it done, son. 10 minutes, and that can be a long time. 10 minutes can be an eternity when you're in that ring, especially when you're in the ring with me. So, Axel Jaggers, you better lace him up tight, boy, because tonight you're going to get to go to school, old school style.
Evil, mean, and nasty, that's Chris Thunder Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from both contestants in this week's main event for the NAWA Television Championship. That'll be coming up here later. But right now, we're going down to the ring as the A-game, Austin Jordan, is going to be taking on the man who is undefeated here in singles competition, the Irish hand grenade, Myric Moore.
Going to be a great contest here between two young up-and-coming talents. Definitely something to pay attention to, Michael, as we continue to advance the roster here in NAWA. The advancement of the A-game Austin Jordan, a young man who comes out of the upstate of South Carolina, got a lot of attention for himself here recently.
Last time we saw Austin Jordan, he got a count-out victory over Lucky Ali after, again, Little Donnie stole that Western North Carolina title and distracted him. But, oh, here comes the Irish hand grenade, and he doesn't look happy.
Strong words there from, I guess you could say, a worthy man calling himself a hand grenade. My goodness, Michael.
Stuart, you've been in the ring one-on-one, and this hand grenade exploded all over you. He what many people would call an upset, not me personally, when he pinned you, but Myric Moore holds a singles victory over you here in NAWA. What can you say about this Irish hand grenade? He's undefeated here in singles competition.
I would say he was very lucky. How about that?
Appropriately enough there, Stuart.
I think he's still upset that he lost that match, Redbeard. What do you think?
Well, when it comes to trying to move on from defeats and whatnot, Stuart, he's a strong competitor, strong-willed individual for sure there. We'll have to see if
Coming
Austin
from
Jordan...
someone who's been defeated his whole life, Stuart. Don't take that advice very to heart.
Now that's not very nice.
This is what we have to deal with, Stuart. This is what we deal with.
That's all right.
As you can see, though, in this contest, got a couple of brash young talents here. Austin Jordan trying to get the fans behind him. Myric
Speaking
Moore.
of getting the fans behind him, they've had a mixed reaction with Austin Jordan here. People don't know if they want to like him or if they want to hate him, but obviously the people hate Myric Moore, so I think they're going to get behind this Austin Jordan here today.
For the moment, at least, there's always those potential shifts in characters as we've seen around here. But for the moment, as you said, Michael, Myric Moore, a man we've seen around here, definitely someone who is climbed the rankings in NAWA. And now there you see the A game trying to get, once again, the fans behind him here.
Myric Moore is a little annoying, kind of like when you have something stuck in your teeth.
Absolutely.
He's more of that than a hand grenade.
There's a bit of a dichotomy between one and the other there, but that definitely...
Well, a lot of wrestlers have had something stuck in their teeth here in NAWA as Myric Moore has steamrolled a lot of people here, including yourself. I hate to keep bringing that up, but I think that's going to be a theme of this match here. If we keep trying to devalue how tough this man is, Stuart.
I never said he wasn't tough, but I promise you something, Michael. I will avenge that loss, that's for sure.
As you're saying there, Stuart, we definitely are looking forward to having you back in competition here in NAWA as your recovery continues there from the torn groin that you suffered here a number of weeks back. But right now, as we see Myric Moore starting to shoot in there on Austin Jordan, got his head in a vice there, my goodness.
And these two men are no strangers to each other. They've been in singles competition, tag team competition against each other on several occasions. First time meeting here in NAWA. But as I said, these guys are no strangers to each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Man, oh man, look at this guy. Hey man, this guy's 9 years old. Look how big he is, man. You know why? Because he's reading my book. I got all the instructions how to become a professional wrestler. That book right there weighs 3 pounds. His biceps are just burning up right now. Hey, 600 pages hardback, brother. And it's called, Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome My World, the Jimmy Valiant story. Hey, I talk about everybody in the last 50, 60 years. I got stories about them.
To order your copy of Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome to My World, the Jimmy Valiant story, go to jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh yeah, feel good, feel good.
Woo, Messy.
Now Jordan putting some shoulders there into the midsection of Myric Moore.
I don't know if Austin Jordan brought his A game today.
That remains to be seen there as these two now start to jockey for position. But Myric Moore, for the moment, got control over the man.
Now, let's get this straight. How can you judge this man on his game? You're a nerd. You're not a teacher. You shouldn't be handing out grades. A, B, C, D, E, F. You just need a call to the action here.
You just quantified him as a nerd, and then you say he doesn't have the ability to qualify someone on their scholastic merit.
I'm feeling a little ganged up right now. You guys might want to calm down. Yeah, I'm not really feeling in a safe zone here.
Us nerds stick together. Nerds unite!
You're about to feel some nerd rage here, Mike.
Myric Moore is feeling the rage run up his hand as Austin Jordan just stomped on it there.
He just picked up his mouthpiece. Did you see that? I pay attention to the details.
Not exactly the most hygienic thing potentially there to reinsert that mouthpiece, but we'll go with it anyway. That might show you what kind of a tough individual that Austin Jordan is, though. Able to fight off whatever kind of germs he just absorbed. But right now, he's got to fight off that pinning scenario by Myric Moore.
He's just wrenching him in that side headlock, working his way back to his feet as the Irish hand grenade, shooting him off into the turnbuckle. Up and over goes Austin Jordan. Oh, and a huge European uppercut. What's he got in store for him here? Just running across the ring, gaining momentum, and delivering another shot right to the chest and chin of Myric Moore.
Jacking up the jaw there of Myric Moore for sure with those European uppercuts.
Going for it again, and connects 3 in a row. And Myric Moore is on his heels and on his arse in the corner there.
Man alive. Austin Jordan just continuing to waylay Myric Moore. I don't think Moore knows where he's at right now.
The momentum has shifted.
Absolutely, but look at that. Myric Moore smartly getting out of the ring to try and cut off the momentum that had been built there by Jordan.
Myric Moore, a veteran, he knows when to get in and out of the ring. He could feel the momentum changing, but look here, Austin Jordan going out to the floor. He's not going to let Myric Moore recuperate on the ground. He's going to come right after him. The fight is being taken to the outside of the ring.
Look out, folks.
Right here in front of the fans, Austin Jordan attacking Myric Moore.
Jordan taking the fight to Moore here on the outside. That young fan there seems to be ready to hand a chair off to somebody, but that would be very highly illegal. But thank you nonetheless there, young man. My goodness.
Myric Moore is usually the brawling type, but Austin Jordan decided to be a brawler today.
Showing many different facets of his A game here, Stewart, that he can brawl and go in the ring with the best of them.
Well said, Michael. Well said.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, good gravy, Marie. There was a shot right to the pills. What's the ref doing?
He obviously didn't see that it was behind his back. What kind of a grade would you give Myric Moore for that?
That is definitely an F-.
Look at the strength, just powering Austin Jordan up and over. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Two.
Myric Moore, the most recent, you might as well go ahead and say, in a long line of Irish brawlers that have come from that part of the world, now just wrenching away at the neck of Austin Jordan.
And that is a more effective move than people realize when you're having your head twisted right off of your shoulders. It may not look fancy, it may not look pretty, but it is effective.
As you say, Michael, it doesn't have to be pretty to be effective in this scenario here.
Oh, here comes Austin Jordan now. Here comes his A game.
Fighting off Myric Moore as Austin Jordan shoots him off into the ropes. Oh, but he just catches him with that boot to the face. Oh, but Austin Jordan with a huge spine buster there. Both men down. Austin Jordan not able to capitalize and go for the cover after delivering that spine buster.
Double A spine buster, as you said there, Michael. My goodness.
Hey, you hear that? Double A, not just the A game. Double A, he just said.
Well, why don't we go Triple A?
I don't think the car needs any service, but that service is the boot right to his face.
You are on point today, Michael.
Myric Moore diving into the corner there to try and deliver some offensive blows, but look at that. Bulldog out of the corner by Jordan. 1, 2. 2 count only, says the referee.
I think Michael has some potential to be a nerd. What do you think?
Well, everyone has potential.
All right, everybody hold their horses and shut up. Look at that. Yeah, we'll put a real quick stop to that. Myric Moore trying to power up the A game here.
Look at that.
Struggling to get him up. Finally gets him up onto his shoulders.
Pure brute strength there on display. Going to try and lawn dart him in the corner, but look at that.
Well, he lawn darts him right there and rolls him up. Only gets a 2 count there.
Starting to see this match devolve into a series of power moves. Look at that. Wow. 1, 2 count only again. So many near falls to this contest, Stewart.
They're pulling out all the stops.
Absolutely. Gonna have to wonder what these two men are thinking at this point in time, trying to get the best of one another. They are both almost gassed, as you can see. Neither one of them have got much left in the tank here, seemingly.
We'll see who wants it more, that's for sure.
There you go. Jordan shoots him across there, but then has to deliver a back elbow to maintain control of Moore. Now, what in the world, trying to mount the shoulders of the man? What has he got in mind here? Oh, gosh. Look at this. Now, Myric Moore going for a potential submission maneuver here.
He was
rolled him over.
Unable to stay up on the shoulders. And only gets a 2 count there. Myric Moore lost his balance and cost Austin Jordan the position in there. Look here, he's setting him up. Hits him with the Blarney bomb. That puts everybody away here. 2, 3. And Austin Jordan has just been defeated by the Irish hand grenade, Myric Moore.
The A game not enough here in this contest as Moore is victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with your main event for the NAWA Television Championship.
You watch them every week. You cheer and boo them at the live shows. Now you can support your favorite NAWA superstars by dressing like them as well. Go to whatforapparel.com/NAWA to buy official NAWA merchandise. Get NAWA logo t-shirts and hoodies, or choose from one of your favorite wrestlers' designs. From classic tees to all your favorite and least favorite wrestlers, there's a t-shirt for every NAWA fan. Order yours today at whatforapparel.com/NAWA. Folks, thank you for joining us here on this edition of NAWA Championship Wrestling. We are here with your main event for this episode. We've got in the ring already to your right, Axel Jaggers, going to be challenging the man you see on his way to the ring there now, Thunder Anderson, the TV champion for NAWA, seconded by the one and only Golden Gladiator. We're going to assume number 2. And this big-time contest here is for the title.
We got ourselves a good old-fashioned hoss fight here.
You are absolutely correct. There's a lot of beef in that ring, as you were saying, Stuart.
But then, again, there's one of the Golden Gladiators. I'm going to try and find out what range he's in.
We made the distinction here, or at least I did earlier in this episode, talking about the tighty whities that this number of Golden Gladiators wearing. That might be some ability or some way of distinguishing there potentially. But
well, he was defeated earlier on this episode by Boogie Woogie Mickey Richards in a fairly easy contest for Boogie. But again, this match is Chris Thunder Anderson taking on that man right there, Axel Jaggers, for the television championship. And ladies and gentlemen, the television title can only change hands if the champion is pinned within the first 10 minutes of the contest. Can Axel Jaggers put away this veteran Thunder Anderson in 10 minutes and take the championship? We're going to find out right here.
I've been researching and studying opponents in this.
What else have you been doing? Don't they do that all the time? God, Lee, do you not have any other hobbies, Stuart?
Well, I play video games. But as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, Axel
What is with this video game culture? Get outside, Stuart. Go experience nature. Quit reading about it. And go experience life.
Some people have allergies, Michael. Come on.
Do you have allergies?
I do, and I like to use, proper.
You know we have proper medication to treat allergies now, so people can get outdoors. Are you aware of this?
I'm well aware, Michael. Thank you.
We need to be properly medicated to be around you sometimes, Michael.
What were you saying, Stuart?
I'd have to agree with Mr. Beard.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Now, as we get into this contest here, two men who are physically, we'd have to say, fairly equal, but definitely the advantage will go in terms of experience to Anderson there.
Oh, look, yeah, he pulled his hair, everybody.
Well,
Axel Jaggers, a young man trying to get an upper hand, pulling the hair of Chris Thunder Anderson, the television champion.
The only person with slightly less hair than the referee is Anderson in this matchup.
You got to imagine the young man's going to take advantage of every chance he can to win this match because he knows he's outmatched. Chris Thunder Anderson is clearly got the upper hand in experience, toughness, ability, etc.
Christopher Thunder Anderson will probably pull his hair.
One thing that you could also point out there, you see Golden Gladiator giving the business to Jaggers as he moves around the ringside area. That, of course, is an advantage as well with the cartel having a numbers game at all times in any match they're involved in.
That Golden Gladiator better put his name on his tighty whities so they don't get mixed in with mine.
Excellent point there. Don't want to get the underwear
disheveled. What your mama's basement looked like. Bedroom suit? I can't remember. He said he knew that. I can't remember. Everybody had a ride on old mama Snodgrass? Who cares? Back to the action.
Folks, we apologize for
great television title match going on here in the ring, and Stewart's talking about his whitey tighties over here.
Now Jaggers is getting his arm torn out of socket.
I feel like tearing Michael's arm out of socket, quite frankly.
My goodness. As we try and get our announcing colleagues are separated here in the booth. My goodness, this three-man booth suddenly got a little...
We're going to have to talk to NAWA management about this threat that was just delivered right here in the booth. But look at the threat that Chris Thunder Anderson is giving and delivering to Axel Jaggers to that shoulder, looking to wrench it and yank it right out of its socket.
Just like his namesake there, Andersons, they are always known for having historically been one to take advantage of a body part and just dismantle some aspect of their opponent's physique. Now Anderson targeting that shoulder. Jaggers delivering a stiff shot there to the gut of Anderson.
I wouldn't put it past this young man, Axel Jaggers, to sneak out of here with the victory. He's got an impressive background, playing football and amateur wrestling. He might upset Thunder Anderson, but again, you got to pay attention to Golden Gladiator number 2 out here. And again, Anderson working that arm and shoulder over in the typical Anderson fashion, as you alluded to earlier, Redbeard.
Look at that there, though.
He's a cheater.
Using the ring as a weapon there, you might as well go ahead and say. Look at this, now just crowding the referee's view, getting...
Look, Ref,
come on, get control of the scenario, my goodness.
And the television champion showing why, in the short history of that championship, that he is the greatest NAWA TV champion that we have had since the inception of that title.
Well, we know for sure that we're in the presence of a former television champion here.
That is correct. I thank you for that introduction, Mr. Beard.
Someone who never actually lost that title, we should point out as
And
well.
someone who actually never defended that championship. If we want to play facts here, never actually defended that TV championship on television. Am I correct? And I think I am. And look at that, continuing, ladies and gentlemen, to work that arm and that shoulder. Axel Jaggers fighting back with that clothesline.
As the exasperated sigh you heard come from myself and Stuart was released there over Michael's comment.
Oh, just a rake to the eye. Smart maneuver by the veteran, Chris Thunder Anderson, the television champion, taking full advantage of every tool in his toolbox, so to speak.
I think something's wrong with my microphone.
There's more than one toolbox in this.
This is how you check it, Stuart.
Hello? Testing.
We'll have to get one of our technicians in here on the commercial break, if we can get one in here on this program, to see if Stuart's microphone is functional. But right now, Jaggers in a bad way. Anderson still got that arm wrenching it around. Side Russian leg sweep there.
And Axel Jaggers is in a world of hurt here. He has not shown much here in taking control of this matchup. Thunder Anderson's just been toying with this young man.
That's a veteran killer instinct there. Look at that.
Look at that teamwork.
Golden Gladiator
passion, camaraderie,
jump to
Carolina Cartel.
You're making me sick today, Michael.
Well, if you watch, whoa, look at him. Huge belly to belly. He puts everybody away with that belly to belly. Oh, and a Golden Gladiator interrupting the 3 count. I think we would have had a new TV champion here.
I think we might have. My goodness, now the Golden Gladiator number 2 just waylaying
Jaggers. Going to work with those fists, and Jaggers is outnumbered here by the cartel. And oh, wait a minute, here's Boogie Richards.
In for the save is Boogie Richards there.
He's got a steel chair. And the numbers game has now been evened, but is it too late? As Axel Jaggers has been taken to the woodshed by the cartel, Redbeard.
A tremendous missed opportunity there, ruined by Golden Gladiator number 2, as Anderson retains the television title by virtue of the champion's advantage.
Thunder Anderson's evil, mean, nasty, and a cheater.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers game has been evened out here. It's 2-on-2. The cartel has more members, but we'll see you right here next week. I'm getting word that's all the time we have left in this episode. Until next week, we'll see you then.